Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, classic non-classic, episode number 2800 and Doubleshot number 2694. Yeah, wow, 2800, which means as of this review, we are 200 episodes away from episode 3000. Could it happen this year? It is possible, but who knows? So what am I discussing for this particular video? Well, we got a couple trades here online, so let's talk about this stuff here. First, talk about Robin Unmasked, which collects Robin Volume 4, issues 121 to 125. Yes, it seems like a lot of the stories like significantly more, and then we get some at the very end. So, it's written by Bill Willingham, and by the way, this actually is the start of his run that would end with Infinite Crisis. It lasted for like a couple years. Yeah, and by the way, this actually was the first this was the first complete trade that I saw online that this was released. So, by the way, we have Rick Morty on the artwork. So we start with Robin without his cape, beating up bad guys, of course, not his cape away. It's like normal day for Robin. And of course, hanging out with Batman, who's drawn very weirdly, kind of like an Asian. This one I think it's basically a white guy. And we see where he's basically going to high school. Yeah, first day of high school. And we see his blonde hair guy. Oh yeah, this is the first appearance of Bernard. No, it's with the same guy, basically making Fred Smart and made Tim Drake's boyfriend, but yeah, this is Bernard's debut. That's him. That's Bernard. Yes, the guy who currently is probably by far the most hated character of recent memory. Indirectly, thanks to Megan Fitzmartin. No! So, shows around the school. Then we see a guy who looks similar to him breaking some girl's apartment. It's like a first day of school thing. We meet Darla Aquisa. Yes, a recurring character in this book becomes Warlock later on. So we see it's not Bernard, it's some other guy that looks like him. And we see where Tim slips out, becomes Robin, and him take out some goons. And of course he's briefly captured by this guy here called Shotgun Johnny. Yeah, so he gets out of it no problem. And she ends up shooting the girl tied in a chair. So it looks like he shoots her right in the gut. Yep, so lucky enough, basically, Batman's nearby to capture them. And then Tim comes home to his family condo. Yes, they basically... This is actually not something Bill Willingham did. This is something that Chuck Dixon did in his final issue of his book where they had who was their condo in the city. And apparently that Johnny lost his hand, hang out with some guys, some jocks, and of course then we have Tim with Spoiler, which, okay. And then for some reason, Johnny just takes out this stick thing. And the stick tells him to put his on his chest. And he whacks his mom. Looks like that. Nope. And of course he beat up. And of course, we have this brand new motorcycle. The Robin Cycle. Which I think he still had that for a long time. Yep. The Robin Cycle. Of course, probably replacing for the Redbird. Which had to be sold off in issue 100. Yep. So then finally gets on a motorcycle. After having a car for a while, now he has a motorcycle. Die, Screaming Boy Wonder. Yeah, it's like, start of it's like pretty good so far. Things going perfectly fine. Of course, we have this guy, the shotgun driver being possessed by this guy, killing people. Tim working with spoilers, some stuff. And it's like, okay. Then the NO 24 basically changes everything for this book. Oh my gosh. Yes. Called Unmasked. We got a brand new artist this one. It's like for Parents' Day. And of course, this is artwork is done by Francisco Rodriguez del Ferretti. Which I gotta admit, I like this artist a little better than the first artist they had on here because this is look how Tim Drake is drawn here. Like, yeah, he's a bit ripped, but I gotta say, he looks a little better in this artwork than he did in the previous one. And basically, he's training with Batman. Good Instagram, of course, he's smiling. Yes, smiling. And apparently, like, then we have Jack just randomly decided to search his son's room. And Darla is wondering what the heck is he doing. And then we have, looks like Tim is helping out the girl who got shot. And then Jack makes a discovery at the end of 124, while this deal's going with Johnny's shotgun. Yeah. And then it's discovered, Jack discovers that his son is Robin. Yeah. And here's the thing. This came out in 2004. Tim has been Robin since 1988. At this point, he had been Robin for about 15, 16 years. And then, of course, Jack confronts basically Alpha about it. And then we have basically a Jack pointing a gun at Bruce Wayne. Yes, Bruce Wayne. And then we have issue 125, which is not a double-sided issue. Normally it's a little bit, but nope, it's not. And then, of course, Bruce takes him down. Then Robin comes back from a mission. Like, oh yeah, everything is so good. Like, why are you suit for, Bruce? Yep. And then it's discovered that Jack knows. And of course, Tim basically knows, oh crap. The artwork is really weird. Like, I don't know if it's a coloring error for something, because here we have Tim look like he has his normal black hair. And then this panel, his hair turns brown. It's like he's a completely different character. And then, of course, you have Jackson, find your real clothes to get out of that ridiculous place suit. I'm taking you home. Warlock stuff. Then Tim, who for some reason the artist looks older than he is. Excuse me. He's like, hurry, Tim. Dennis, hold a dinner, Rosamund. I'm not going. Excuse me? Master is time to stay out of this. I think the artist must have made a mistake, basically. I think it's supposed to be like, me and my son. Like, what? It's like, did the artist forget the fact that it's Jack talking? Or it's Tim? It's like, maybe some dialogue missing here. You know what? Turn the bath you found this way. Because you're so freaked out about us. I'm sorry, Dad. It's my fault. It's not falling so I can quit going behind your back. Quit, period. And, of course, Tim's like, no, sir. I found purpose in my life. This is vital work we're doing, and I'm pretty good at it. You getting me? This man, this grotesque thing, has stolen away from you your danger. No, Dad. Bruce didn't recruit me. I volunteered. You're a child. So, Grandpa Charles said after World War II and joined up. He was only 15, had to lie about his age. Remember how proud you are about every time you tell that story? Wounded twice, won a Silver Star for compassionate valor, Iwo Jim. Even tried the medals on my birthdays. Even Christmas. That's different. This time it's different. Nowadays, Even spanking a child is considered child abuse. Well, then, you'd be glad to know there's no longer a possibility I could break your arm 100% weight if you really lay a hand on me. And Bruce's like, that's what I call for. Sorry, you're right, Dad, but I didn't mean it. But that's how human needs work. Why'd you do your own business? Because I'm not immortal. The war needs to be gone to work on. Your replacement to retire? One of the candidates. He's like, always stocking good supply. In case somebody wiped up on your maniacs to you. I am not prepared for operation details. Lovely. I don't think I can help, Dad. Quiet, you. Yep. Then we have... Looks like Elena looks like she's talking to her father about some stuff here. And of course, then we see Shotgun Johnny. Then Nightwing comes in. Yes, Nightwing is here. And he's wondering what the heck is going on. So, Tim and his father basically have a conversation. Oh yeah, so basically rendition. Jack has agreed not to expose anybody in exchange. And of course, basically, like, won't tell anybody. All we can step by find out what we're up to. Well, my son's going to read right now. Regardless of the arrangement pro and con, I can't ignore my dad is steadfast against this. Even after everything is said, yes, I did. But effectively, I quit. I'm no longer Robin. Yeah. So he quits being Robin. And this sets up with Stephanie Brown becoming Robin briefly, her being fired, and then we have war games happening. First, next is war drums, war games, Identity Crisis, which kills off Jack Drake, and then we have To Kill a Bird. And by the way, all those stories happen in a period of 1 year. Yes. But this was interesting. This was an interesting idea, but don't worry. Tim Drake does not say Robin... He does not stay retired very long. He comes back during War Games. He tells his dad he has no choice in the matter. And then not long afterwards, Identity Crisis happened with kill of Jack Drake. Which is something DC wanted to do. They really were itching to kill Jack Drake so badly. Yes, Chuck Dixon did not want to kill Jack. Nope, did not want to kill him. At all. Because conflict is necessary. It's fine. Editor is like, you gotta kill him. Chuck's like, nope, not doing it. It's perfectly fine. But him finding out, this is interesting though. This is roughly about 2 years after Chuck Dixon leaves, and now he finds out that Tim is Robin. I wonder if Chuck had plans for Jack to find out at some point, but nope. Well, and here's the thing. He just debuted his red motorcycle. I think I mean, it was like Robin like 121, I think it was. Yeah, he gets his official motorcycle, which he drives for like 2 issues. Yeah. All because Jack is not there. It's all because he goes to school. It's like... Yeah, Tim Drake gets his own one. Mm-hmm. Which he has it for a long time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's interesting though we wait 2 years after Chuck Dixon leaves it. Not only for this to happen with the whole identity thing, but to give Tim a motorcycle. Oh yeah, like I said, it debuts. Oh, Darla Akisa, she becomes Warlock later. Well, Warlock's daughter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Bernard. Yeah, but still, really interesting story arc this is. I'm gonna give it roughly a 9 out of 10. Oh, don't worry. Like I said, this gets all done later on. Next up, we have is Catwoman: My Sister's Keeper, which collects the very first volume for Catwoman ever released in 1989, written by Minnie Newell. One of like two books she ever wrote, and now she's out of the comic. I think she's doing postal work now. This mostly put what. Excuse me. This is kind of expanding upon. Excuse me, Slade Kyle's role in year one. That's kind of when this miniseries takes place. The trade itself was like years ago. Yeah, it's most follow up, but the issues you can find no problem. Yes, so we start Selena in the hospital. She gets some training, and she does not debut like this costume in the first issue. Nope. This costume you see here on the cover, that does not debut into issue number 2. You see Slade falling in an alley covered by cats, similar to the Catwoman movie. Oh, excuse me, it was Batman Returns. So you have a detective who basically takes to get self-defense training. And then at the end of the first issue, of course, Holly Robbins is here too. And then she puts on a makeshift costume where it's all blue and it looks like this. Yep, that's her first costume as Catwoman. And she puts on the regular costume by the end of issue 2. And she encounters Batman by issue 3. And she also runs into her sister, Maggie. Which, of course, well, there's this captain there who's I think it's this detective who's investigating Catwoman who, well, says the word hell in front of two nuns. He does apologize for it because it's probably something he would say outside of it. But because it's church, basically, I think they would forgive because basically it was a slip of the tongue. Probably something nobody he would say. So, it's a lot of stuff related to various different. It's mostly, it of course, shows basically Selena during the events of year 1, her being a prostitute, which is something that a lot of fans of Catwoman were not happy with. That this miniseries kind of reveals that the whole prostitution thing was all undercover work. Yep, never a prostitute. That's kind of basically what it is. So you get basically how she gets her first costume, and just basically some stuff, basically just off-screen stuff you see from Catwoman that was not seen in year 1. So you can think of this as an expansion of just Catwoman's role in year 1. That's mostly for what this miniseries serves for. I'm going to give the miniseries roughly a 9 out of 10. It's really good, though at the end of issue 4, Catwoman has her first kiss with Batman. Yep. Though she doesn't wear this costume very long, because next time we see her, she wears the purple costume. Yes, this over-the-top purple costume that Jim Ballant draws for her in her solo book. Yeah, I believe her solo book comes just a few years after this. Yep. So yeah, so that's particularly a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the like button. So I will see you all later. If I get time to do a video, I probably won't. So may have a comment corner, but I don't have a time on anime tonight. But I got to stream with you. Okay, next video. Bye.